fridge. Oh, we are so happy, so happy. Over 7 months ago, we posted this fridge from the UK. And now here it is. Here it finally is. Are you happy, baby girl? We got a fridge. Yay! You just woke up. You're like, why Mommy and Daddy so happy? This is it. We are finally heading towards Madeira. Well, kind of. We're heading east when we need to be heading north to get there. But it's not the best weather window. Today we're going to have easterly winds. That's what's forecast anyway. So that's really good for getting there. But definitely before we arrive Madeira, we're going to have some northerlies. So it's better if we can head as far east as possible now. Then when the winds do swing properly easterly, we can go north. And then when they swing northerly, we can go northwest to Madeira. That's the plan. But we're sailing right now at 5.5 knots. Got the wind vane working for us. Liam has been seasick. But other than that, it's all good. We're finally on our way, we're going home. Woohoo! Well, unfortunately, we're thinking about changing the plan. Again. So we just had another look at the weather, or the wind, because it's not doing what it said it was going to do. Right now it says that it's southerly wind.
That's what's forecasted. That's
yeah.
what the forecast says.
The forecast says it's southerly winds right now, and it's not. It's northeasterly.
Yeah.
And then it's changed, so tomorrow it's now basically saying that there's a massive dead patch between here and Madeira.
Big wind hole.
Big wind hole.
Whereas we thought it was forecasting easterlies. East-northeasterlies.
Yeah, so we'd probably end up having to either motor or just bob about, yeah. And then we've all been sick. We've only been sailing for
Which we think was actually caused by sort of not knowing what to do, setting off, noticing that the weather had changed, and then being a bit anxious. Well, do we carry on going? Do we go to Gran Canaria? Do we go to Lanzarote? Like, basically trying to decide our plan. I think stressed us out. We are beating up wind, so the boat is rocking and rolling a bit. So that's what we'll put it down to, because we both feel all right now.
Yeah,
we've come to a decision.
Definitely me. I always feel sick when I'm emotional, because now we've made the decision that we're actually just going to go to Lanzarote. We're pretty much heading to Lanzarote right now anyway, because the plan was to head as east as possible and then go northwest. So we're going to go to Lanzarote and wait for a better weather window to go to Madeira. We've gone from doing like 5 to 6 knots, like almost considering putting a reef in, to now doing 1.5 knots. It's now predicted to take us, what, 2.5 days to get to Lanzarote?
Yeah. I feel like we'll be turning the engine on soon.
Well, yeah, we're not turning it on yet because the sails have not started flapping yet.
You've said that, but literally 5 seconds ago they banged.
We're doing 1.8 knots now. We're starting to end up having to motor just for hours and hours and hours, so at least while the sails aren't flapping, we'll bob about, yeah. croaky voice. We've motored all night. There's no wind. I didn't sleep overly well. Liam did the night watch all himself. I'm sure he can tell you about it when he wakes up. But, oh, this is not the most fun. I'm tired. Oh, we're finally almost there. Evangeline and I just had an hour and a half nap and I feel significantly better after that. Oh, it's going to be good to anchor up and eat some food without throwing it back up. Yay! We've just anchored in, what's this place called?
Lanzarote.
Somewhere in Lanzarote.
Near Papagayo. I can't remember the exact name of the beach.
And first things first, a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. We haven't had one yet today, and if you're British, you know that is a crime.
Good evening. So that night sail wasn't really a night sail, it was more of a night motor. I think we worked out 30 hours of motoring to get here. Not ideal. I'm not in focus. Is that focused on me now? Now it is. There we go. But all in all, it went well. We both felt a little sick, which we're putting down to the fact that the exhaust fumes were blowing across the cockpit. It's because there was very little wind, and what little wind there was blowing it across the cockpit. So that's what we're putting it down to. As soon as we stopped motoring, engine turned off, we both felt absolutely fine. Wasn't horrifically sick, it's just a bit bleh. But I thought I would show you how we did it with a baby, with a 10-month-old baby. She was good as gold, by the way. She was mint. I did the entire night watch by myself, and Fire slept with Evangeline down below, because Evangeline's still she still feeds a lot in the night, so it was just much easier that way. And all we did was, I'm to use a different camera, and the autofocus on it doesn't really work. So I had these, excuse the mess, I haven't really tidied up yet. I had these 3 cushions out, and that was my bed. I had a pillow and a sleeping bag. I don't fit in that lengthways. I'm too tall. It's like the fetal position, which I was worried would be quite uncomfortable. But actually, I slept really well. And then all I'd do is I'd wake up every half hour, quick look at the instruments, quick look around, make sure everything was alright, and then as long as it was, back to sleep. And I actually woke up feeling quite refreshed. I had quite a good night's sleep. And that's how we did it. Happy days. Just if anybody is planning to cruise with the baby and worried about night watches, that's what we did, and it worked quite well. We'll do it again, and hopefully it works just as well again. If it doesn't, tweak a few things, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be fine. Cool.
Evangeline and I spent the night in baby playpen. It was quite cozy but quite snuggly. We were nice and safe in there.